drivers are racing against the clock, and the driver that finishes with the fastest time will take the first 8 points in today's competition. Greensboro, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Coming up first, let's get loud one time for Krysten, Grave Digger. Our leading ladies in Monster Jam now approaching that starting line, waiting for another amber light. Let's go! We have one amber light. He's waiting on that second one to get this race going. You hear that engine revving as he's approaching the starting line. There's our second amber light. Keep in mind that Granger is going to start in just a moment, but as you can see down on the track, one of our tech officials is changing out the turn guide to make sure it is fair and safe for each one of these Monster Jam superstars. Granger is going to start in just a moment. Keep in mind that last night he was in a three-way tie with two other superstars. He took home one competition win. He's going to take home another one. Let's go, Green! turn pod is inside of the loop. Keep in mind that if accidentally one of these drivers were to knock it over, they would receive a 5-second penalty. We have one amber light ready to go. His engine is revved up, waiting on that second amber light as he approaches the starting line. Your fastest time still belongs to Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Our eighth and final JCB racing competitor. Make some noise for Brandan Tulachka, Megalodon. But in a moment, you'll see on the video board Blake making his way on over to that pod. Greensboro, North Carolina. Show him some love one more time. In a moment, he'll be joined by my co-host, Gianna Cohen, to talk about what it took for him to take home the win and just how honored he is to do another win once again in North Carolina.
Congratulations, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, taking the first win of the day, JCB Racing. Tell me what's going on in your head.
Man, you know, nothing better than starting another Monster Jam for him off with a win, 8 points, you know. We took the championship lead last night, and there's no stopping us now, man. We're fired up. We want this championship so bad. I've been driving monster trucks for 9 years, and it would mean nothing more to me than to take this Arena East Series championship. And you know, it's funny. I had one of my biggest fans sign my arm. Maybe it's a good luck charm, who knows? But we're gonna take this win and keep it rocking.
Well, we have the two-wheel skills competition up next. Now, you have this incredible momentum with the JCB win. How is that gonna propel you into this next competition?
Man, driving that Max D truck, legendary, for 9 years, there's nothing more than Max D loved to do than balance that truck on the front 2 tires. So now that I'm in this beautiful puppy dog, I'm gonna balance that beautiful dog right on his front 2 paws, looking for some snacks on the ground, and getting ready to take a bite out of the competition. We're not scared of none of them, not no shark, not no ThunderROARus. Everybody knows a dog is a man's best friend, and we're gonna come out here and keep tearing up the competition. Let me hear you, Greensboro, you having fun? Woo!
Keep it going for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, your JCB Racing winner.
And keep your eye
To judgeszone.com. Once you're there, all you have to do is type in the city code GRE, click submit. Once you are on the scoring page, all you have to do to lock in your scores is slide that BKT tire up or down to the desired score you want to give that driver. Now remember, you gotta be quick because you only have about 20 seconds to lock in your scores. And most importantly, our drivers are counting on you to score accurately and fairly. Because as I've said, their fate is in your hands. So Greensboro, I wanna know,
these monster jam trucks from doing what these drivers are attempting. Either way, this is our first competitor. Let's see what score you gave Megalodon. Holding down first place right now with a score of 4.875. Coming up next, keep that applause going for Benear, Rammunition. Rammunition is looking for his first competition win in Greensboro this afternoon. Really coming out here and throwing it down. Let's see what he does.
Let's make some noise for Benear and Rammunition. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Greensboro, make sure you lock in your scores in the next 20 seconds.
There you see it up on the video board while you're scoring at judgeszone.com. One of the tricks to look out for is a slap wheelie. We saw 2 attempts at a slap wheelie. Sometimes it's a little difficult on this dirt to slap the truck down and get it back up on its back to BKT tires. Keep in mind, these monster jam trucks are 12,000 pounds. But let's see what Rammunition did. Was enough to land him in the top spot, enough for second place, 3.271. Our third competitor and your 2-wheel skills challenge winner from last night. Make some noise for Ochs, ThunderROARus.
Make sure you show him that love at judgeszone.com. Quickly lock in your scores.
And keep your eyes peeled to the video board. So cool, calm, and collected. Balance on those tires and then boom, immediately flip back on those back to BKT tires. Literally taking the truck from one side to the other. There he is. He knows he achieved a great feat and he's on that track. Very proud of himself. Currently, your score to beat belongs to Megalodon with a score of 4.875. And the score for ThunderROARus is... We have a new leader, 9.5
about 20 seconds.
And there you see it on the video board, that reverse popper, the very first attempt that you saw, definitely falls into the realm of what you want to use to score during the two-wheel skills challenge. It falls in a combination type of move. Same thing with that second attempt. Scores are locked. The score for Raminator is holding down second place, 5.155. Two-wheel skills challenge. Sit tight. We'll see in just a moment who the winner will be. Coming back, trying to get his second competition win of the afternoon. Let me hear you get loud for your JCD Racing winner, Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. He's got his hands out the window. He wants to hear you get loud. Get everybody inside the stadium. And scream for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. There you see right beside the truck, Granger, very calm, making it look easy as he works his way up towards the bottom.
He ain't nothing but a hound dog. Give it up for Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Lock in your scores, Greensboro, at judgeszone.com.
I mean, what other criteria do you need? Look at that video board. That was the longest we've seen any of these superstars balance on two BKT tires. Not once, but twice. Two successful attempts. And like I said, these combination moves and moonwalks are really what will send these drivers to the top spot. Once again, your score to beat belongs to ThunderROARus with a 9.592. And the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is... We have a new leader! Holding down first place with a 9.671. That sound, let me hear everybody inside the first ride to Coliseum. Get loud for Krysten Granger.
Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Greensboro, make sure you lock in those scores.
As you can see on the video board, she was almost on those front two BKT tires, and then she managed to send the truck back on the back two tires to walk forward a little bit in a wheelie, and unfortunately maybe throttle a little too hard, sending the truck into a bit of a corkscrew motion and couldn't quite land on all four BKT tires. Still a great run, still qualifies for a score at judgeszone.com. The score for Granger is enough for third place, 7.902. Goes to Granger.
Es tiempo para el Toro Loco two-wheel skills.
MJ Solorio needs you to make some noise for El Toro Loco. Solorio, who has taken home a skills competition win once so far this season, his very first in his career. He's very excited and proud of what he just did. Make sure that you score at judgeszone.com. QR code on the video board. Scores are locked, and the score for MJ Solorio is enough for the top four so far, 6.200. Took home the JCB he couldn't balance it anymore with the back of it twisting, and he managed to save it to land on all 4 BKT tires and came back around to complete a second successful trick. The only driver I've seen all weekend attempt a bicycle and land it. Let's see what you gave him at judgeszone.com. The score for Just Get Her Done is enough for third place, 8.808, which means your two-wheel skills competition winner is Mutt Dalmatian. Taking home that second 8 points in this afternoon's event. You see him running out there, meeting up with my co-host Tiana right now.
Congratulations, Blake, on the two-wheel skills win here in Mutt Dalmatian. That's 2 of our 4 competitions. You know, you said it, you were gonna take this dog for a walk, and I think it paid off.
Yeah, definitely, you know. Just like any dog, it doesn't matter if the front paws or the rear paws. We got that balance down packed. You know, like I said earlier, I was blessed to drive back from destruction for almost 9 years. And the one thing I did best in that truck is balance it on 2 tires. I could walk it right back home to good old Louisiana sitting on those front 2 tires. But you know, it's all about Greensboro. Are you guys having fun? Let me hear you guys.
Well, right after the break here, we have the Sky Wheelie competition coming up next. Now, it's tricky with the Sky Wheelie competition. You only have that one attempt. How are you going to attack this pod through the Sky Wheelie competition?
Well, I like to say one thing. When a dog's hungry, they like to jump. And this dog is hungry. So you see how I'm looking at that scoreboard up there? And all I see is that beautiful nose of that puppy dog. And I'm ready to send her right up to the roof. All for you Greensboro Monster Jam fans. So you know what? Judgeszone.com. We're not done yet. I'm not scared to send it. And we're going to floor that baby right to the moon. And I want to see a 10 on that board. Let me hear you, Greensboro. Woo!
Monster Jam fans, check out the overall event leaderboard right now. Monster Dalmatian is in the lead with 16 points, and Krysten Anderson in Granger is behind him.
Okay, Greensboro, it's Sunday Funday here at Monster Jam, and that means I need to hear you get loud, because these guys are flying from one side of the arena to the other. And here is the trick: the louder we are, the higher they fly. So I want to know, do you want to see some high flying FMX?
Monster Jam fans, these guys are just getting warmed up, and it looks like they're ready to jump the ramp. Coming up first, from Worcester, Massachusetts, I need everybody to scream for Brandan Tulachka. Check out that switchblade from Brandan Tulachka. Our second rider from Chicago, Illinois, AJ Westbrook. Coming out the gate with a whip for that second trick. Our next rider, Cameron Sepulveda. Twisted that Bobby almost in half all the way from South Florida. And our last rider, from Asheville, North Carolina, that was Josh Hepburn with the captain. These guys are just getting warmed up. You're going to see way more last night action in just a moment. There we have it. Taking himself almost upside down. That was Brandan Tulachka once again.
down their best trick as they fly from one side of the arena to the other. But remember, Greensboro, you are the official judges of this competition. So after each rider lands, you have to go to judgeszone.com to lock in your score for what you think is the best trick. So, who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
Our very first competitor, once again from Worcester, Massachusetts, make some noise for Brandan Reardon. Brandan is looking for you to make some noise. He's been riding FMX for the past 3 years and off-road racing for 20 years, sporting that Honda 450, and he's actually said before one of his favorite tricks to do is called a cliffhanger. So let's see if that's what he does for us. And he does! That was a cliffhanger from Brandan Reardon.
Scoring is now open for Brandan Reardon at judgeszone.com. That was a pretty great trick, but is it the best trick? Let us know now.
Once again, Monster Jam fans, you want to have those phones out and ready to go, because as soon as each one of these riders lands, that countdown from 20 seconds on the clock for you to get your score in at judgeszone.com will begin. Keep in mind, you want to score based on how difficult and creative the move was for the best trick competition. Brandan Reardon, our first competitor, let's see what you gave him. Holding down first place, 8.331 goes to Brandan Reardon. Monster Jam fans, our second competitor ready to hit the track from Chicago, Illinois, AJ Rosebrill. I know you can get louder than that First Horizon Coliseum. Pump him up so he will fly as high as he can go. Brandan Reardon has been riding for 15 years FMX. He grew up racing since he was 8 years old and has even raced and competed in FMX in China. He also competed in the oil field of North Dakota 5 years ago, and he loved whipping that bike from side to side. There you see it, a whip once again from AJ Rosebrill.
Go to judgeszone.com to lock in your scores for AJ Rosebrill and let us know what you think of that whip.
Once again, it's pretty difficult to navigate how to throw these bikes as hard as you can from side to side. A whip is one of the most popular tricks, but one of the hardest to land because they are battling gravity and being off vertical. But let's see if what AJ Rosebrill did was enough to land him. Your score to beat currently belongs to Brandan Reardon, and the score for AJ Rosebrill is enough for second place, 8.201. Your score to beat still belongs to Brandan Reardon. be undefeated in Greensboro, North Carolina. The score is... He most certainly can. Our best trick competition winner goes to Josh Hepburn with a score of 9.447.
Greensboro, do you want to see more FMX action? Because it is time for our grand finale. These guys are flying from one side of the arena to the other in one continuous train. But I need all of you to get loud and stay loud for your freestyle motocross team. Remember, Greensboro, the louder we are, the higher they fly. Hitting us with that whip train. Did you guys like that? I want to see what else they can do. Let's keep it loud. Greensboro, I don't know about you, but I want to see that train one more time. This is it. We're going to send these guys home, but let's show them all the love we got. Let's keep it loud. Let's get our cheers going. One more time for Brandan Reardon, AJ Roseville, Cameron Solorio, and Josh Hepburn.
Monster Jam fans, these riders did not come to play. Give it up for them one more time. Brandan Reardon, Cameron Sepulveda, AJ Roseville, and Josh Hepburn, members of our USFMX team.
Congratulations are in order for our FMX best trick winner here, Josh Hepburn. You know, you won yesterday, you're taking that win today, and in your home state. That has got to feel so good. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's awesome to be home in North Carolina, you know, it's like one of the prettiest places ever. I know Granger's from here too, so that's pretty awesome. And yeah, feels good.
Now, I noticed you did a complete no-hand backflip following Cameron Sepulveda, who took one hand off. I gotta know. Tell me about this competition you got going on with your fellow drivers.
Oh, yeah, he's been practicing that one for a while, and I know he did one hand, so I was like, I'll do no hand so he can see me do it, and hopefully he'll be able to do it soon enough too, so then who knows what'll come after that.
Well, I can't wait to see. You know, we're on it. We're here all season long. We're going all over with the same crew. So I can't wait to see how you and Cameron battle it out. But really quickly, what would be some advice you would give to any young or future FMX riders who might be out there in the crowd, also from North Carolina?
Well, safety first, that's the most important thing. Wear this helmet on your head and all your protective gear, knee pads, boots, gloves, all the good stuff. Take your time, you know, follow what you really have passion for and what you really want to do, and you know, it's not for you. Just, you know, start small and have fun with it and see if it goes from there.
Well, thank you so much, Josh. Congratulations on your win. Greensboro, let's give it up one more time for Josh Hepburn, your FMX Best Trick winner.
Monster Jam fans, check out the
Area that you are looking for when these Monster Jam drivers hit the pod is things like height. verticality, and of course, that wow factor. The winner of this event will take another 8 points in pursuit of that BKT Overall Event Championship. So Greensboro, I want to know who's ready for the Sky Wheelie competition?
Coming up first, make some noise for that apex predator. But let's see what score you gave ThunderROARus. A great score, 6.317. Our next competitor in your Sky Wheelie competition winner from last night. Make some noise for Krysten Anderson, Granger.
JudgesZone.com. Let us know what you think of that Sky Wheelie. There she is!
Monster Jam fans, I don't know about you, but I saw that truck straight up and down a straight line during Krysten Anderson's run, and she managed to include a bit of a combination as she bounced and wheelied across the pod. But I don't know, it's up to you, Monster Jam fans. The score for Krysten Anderson and Granger is holding down first place. We have a new leader, 8.398. Our third competitor of the Sky Wheelie competition coming out here to try to get his second competition win of the weekend in Greensboro, North Carolina. Let me hear you get loud for Brandan Tulachka. Just get her done. Brandan Tulachka up there on the video board, really fearless as you saw, hitting this track and aiming to make his truck vertical. Monster Jam fans, keep in mind that each one of these drivers is counting on you to score at JudgesZone.com because you get to determine the fate of each one of these runs. It looks like scores are now locked. The score is enough for third place for Brandan Tulachka and Just Get Her Done 5.293. Rounding out that top four, his sister coming out here with the jaws of life, Mikayla. attempted from a different angle than the other Monster Jam drivers. She attempted from the center of the pod rather than the side. Let's see if what she did was enough. The score for Megalodon is enough for 4th place, 5.148. From the officials in the back, there's a truck that has been working behind the scenes all of halftime to try to make it out onto this track for you. If you want to see El Toro Loco come out, I need you to get loud, pump him up, so we can make sure he comes out here and tears the track apart. He wants to hear you get loud. He needs your support. One time for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
Get those Toro horns up for MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. Greensboro, you know what to do. Log in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Now for a second here, I want any one of you to put those phones down. Score right now at judgeszone.com because MJ Solorio has been the one truck that has been the most vertical during the Sky Wheelie competition. He is looking to take home a win for Sky Wheelies for the first time in his career this year. Currently, your score to beat is an 8.398 with Granger. And the score for El Toro Loco is... We have a new leader! First place goes to El Toro Loco, 8.533. Keep your eyes up there on the video board while we have a break in the action. Right now, our top two are El Toro Loco and Granger. So far this afternoon, we have a puppy dog who has been barking up a storm, ready to come back for the third competition. Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Make some noise for Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Hit us with that big air, that wow factor. Log in your scores now at judgeszone.com. Blake Granger already having a clean sweep so far in today's event, taking home the JCB racing competition as well as the two-wheel skills competition. There you see it on the video board. He really sent it straight across the pod for the Sky Wheelie competition. But I don't know, let's see if he can manage to take home another win. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is enough for third place, 7.934. Still a great score. Our next competitor coming to the track are all Raminator. we gave to Raminator. A score of 6.264, rounding out 5th place. Our final competitor for the Sky Wheelie competition. Let me hear you get loud. Our Benear, Rammunition. In his Sky Wheelie, and the score for Rammunition is 6.560, holding down 4th place. So that means your wheelie, Sky Wheelie competition winner is Toro Loco. He's headed out to the track right now. Check out that replay on the video board. His first competition win of the weekend in Greensboro, North Carolina.
MJ, Solorio, Toro Loco, congratulations on that Sky Wheelie win. But man, did it come at a cost. That, we'll talk about deja vu from yesterday. What were you thinking in that moment?
All I thought about at that point in time was how hard my guys in the back worked to get that truck back for this Sky Wheelie competition. I wanted to come out and air that sucker out for you fans here in Greensboro. But you know what? We took the win, but we got some more damage to the truck because of it. I don't know if it was worth it or not, but those guys back there are going to do their best to get me back out here for freestyle. They dropped me last in the order for freestyle. So if those guys back there can get me back for freestyle, I promise you what, I'm just going to do it right on over again. What do you think, Greensboro?
I saw from the stands when you hit that Sky Wheelie, I saw all those Toro horns up, and when you were announced as the winner. So I know these fans are so eager to see you make it back out for freestyle. I'm gonna let you get going because I know you got a lot of work to do on that truck. Is there anything else you want to say to the fans?
Greensboro, like I said it earlier, those guys in the back, they got a lot of work cut out for them. That door back there is open right now, so they can hear you. I need every one of you guys in this building right now to get as loud as you can so they can work their tails off to get me back down here so I can lay down the freestyle. You can get my season.
Keep it going for all of those technicians and your skills winner, MJ Solorio in Toro Loco.
Keep your eyes on the
For you fans to get Monster Jam Freestyle started, get out your phones, turn on your flashlights, and follow my lead. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going and stay on the beat. Let's make some noise and get loud for Mikayla Tulachka in Megalodon. Locking your scores now at judgeszone.com. One last time for Mikayla Tulachka in Megalodon.
Mikayla Tulachka really taking what we like to call a bite out of the track with the jaws of life on that monster jam truck. And there you saw it right at the back of the pod. She had a great freestyle run, and in the last 10 seconds, she lost drive in her right front tire, but still managed to lay down a burner for all of you Greensboro fans. But let's see, first one out the gate, what score did you give Mikayla Tulachka? A great score, 7.219, holding down first place. Returning to Monster Jam for the first time since 2019, with over 20 years under his belt. Make some noise for Benear, Rammunition.
Scoring is now open for Benear in Rammunition. Locking your scores now at judgeszone.com.
You know, it's really great to see a lot of these trucks come out here and attempt different maneuvers than I've seen before. Like I said earlier, when you're scoring at judgeszone.com, look for those sharp turns, and as you can see on the video board, those big air jumps and the usage of every single angle of that pod. That's exactly what Benear did during his freestyle run, but was it enough? The score for Rammunition is... Brandan Tulachka has really been showing just how fearless he is out on the track, sending that truck all the way across the pod. And there you see it, coming out the gate strong, balancing on those front two BKT tires as his very first maneuver during Monster Jam Freestyle. He's taken home one competition win this weekend, looking for another one. Currently the score to beat belongs to Megalodon, and the score for Just Get Her Done is, we have a new leader holding down first place, 8.467. Our next freestyle competitor is your 2019 Get
Let him hear you roar! It's Tony Ochs and ThunderROARus. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Another Monster Jam superstar here that's really innovative in the sport and loves throwing it down on the track. There you see it on the video board. He had a bit of a popper into some moonwalk action, and actually as he left the pod, it looked like he wasn't going to save that track, but Tony Ochs definitely proved us wrong. He's taken home one competition win this weekend, looking for another one, but I don't know, Monster Jam fans. It depends on you. Currently the score to beat belongs to Just Get Her Done with an 8.467. And the score for ThunderROARus is another new leader. First place to Tony Ochs, 8.513.
Here's your winner.
score goes to Granger.
Monster Jam fans, what an exciting moment here. I had the joy of standing here with my new friends and we got to live in that excitement together. But I'm here with DJ. DJ, can you tell me who you're with?
I'm with my son Colin of Rammunition.
And have you been to Monster Jam?
Monster Jam fans, I have some pretty sad news. Unfortunately, I've just been given word that Toro Loco will not be able to return for Monster Jam Freestyle. MJ Solorio and his team, they've been working in the back as diligently as they could, but unfortunately he can't come back. But still, give it up for him and his entire Toro Loco team, because here at Monster Jam we get an A for effort, and that's exactly what he's been giving all night. In other news, coming up next, make some noise for Mark Hall, Raminator. JudgesZone.com. While you're scoring, check out the replay. You know, Mark Hall really shows why he is the king of Dodge and the Monster Jam collaboration coming out of the gate in 2002 with this line of trucks and showing you just why he deserves to be in the top on tour with all of these other superstars. But it's up to you, Monster Jam fans. What is the score for Raminator? Fifth place, 6.586. Goes to Raminator. Monster Jam superstar. Granger, International Series champion of 2024. Monster Dalmatian. Monster Jam fans, put your hands together one more time for Granger, Monster Dalmatian. And make sure you score at JudgesZone.com. This is your final opportunity during Monster Jam Freestyle. He's taking home the JCB Racing win, the two-wheel skills challenge win, and he just showed you, there you see on the video board, why he was our 2024 Breakout Driver of the Year. Currently, the score to be belongs to Granger. And the score for Monster Dalmatian is just a moment, Krysten Anderson is going to join us out here. There you see the recap on the video board. She pulled out a backflip and made it look easy off of those 8-pack tires. Krysten Anderson's been in the game for 10 years now, so it's no surprise that she managed to lay down a burner for all of you fans. Congratulations again to her for winning freestyle, but was it enough for the BKT overall event championship? With 7 points in JCB Racing, 5 points in the two-wheel skills challenge, 7 points in the sky wheelie competition, and 8 points to round out freestyle. Overall of 27 points, your BKT overall event champion is Granger. There she is, shorting her stuff on up to that pod. Krysten, you should be so proud of yourself, taking home another overall event championship on Arena Series East.
Congratulations, Krysten Anderson and the whole Granger team. Get on over here, guys. Wow, what an incredible freestyle run. Taking that overall win and getting that championship in your home state. It's gotta feel so good.
No, it really does. It feels amazing, honestly. I mean, we've worked so hard to grab this trophy this weekend. I've never left Greensboro, North Carolina without a trophy, and I wasn't going to make it this weekend, going to be my first one. We're out here representing Granger. We're out here representing North Carolina, representing our family, and it feels really good, man. You guys got to give it up for these two that are standing behind me, though. This is Seabass and this is Aldina. They're the ones that turn wrenches on Gravedigger. They're the ones that make sure that Gravedigger makes it to the dirt for you guys. So, round of applause for these guys. They're amazing. A round of applause for each and every one of you, too. You know, we're celebrating 44 years of Gravedigger this year, just like I was telling y'all at the beginning of the event. And I'm going to say it again. Me and my family, we are so humbled that you guys have loved this truck and how much this truck has impacted your life. And you guys don't even realize that each and every one of you that bought tickets and came to a show or bought a t-shirt or bought a Gravedigger toy, you guys changed my dad's life and my family's life for the rest